Hello everyone. This is another demo for anomaly detection and doing the right actions to REST API using machine learning approach. And this program implements a supervised learning approach to intelligently predict and control, let's say, massive MIMO order power of the cells. And in a radio access networks, but here we have the emulator TeraVM via VRIC tester, as already I mentioned, and now this program begins by loading and cleaning the historical data that already has been stored into CSV files, cleaning, and then let's say it includes key performance indicators such as the RSRP, PRB usage, SINR, and so on and so forth. And the target variables here, it would be the massive MIMO order, or for example cell power. Or we can consider this as in a supervised learning, having the 4 different categories of 8 by 8, 16 by 16, 32, 32, or 60, 40, 64 are massive MIMO orders. And machine learning model used, let's say, the supervised feed-forward neural networks classifiers. Using multi-layer perceptrons and consist of the input layers, accepting that 4 kpms and also 2 hidden layers. It's ReLU activations function and also output layers with 4 neurons, each representing of, for example, one passive MIMO, one possible massive MIMO configurations. The model is trained using cross intervals and also standard methods for multi-class classifications, and Adam optimizer over 500 efforts. Once model is trained, the programs that say enters continuous slopes and simulates it's live KPIs or KPMs, mimicking the data that would come from the let's say emulator, or such a let's say emulator of TeraVM via VRIC test. And for let's say the new inputs in predicts that's when user equipment's throughput is degraded, and then it will be fixed by sending the commands through REST API to via VRIC test, and as here it's used as a digital twins for RIC and radio access networks environments. And also it could adjust the beamforming aspects and as well. And now we are going to show it in detail. As you can see, before that degradation, that throughput was seen, and then the program takes time for a while. For example, it waits. If degradation continues, then let's say the massive MIMO order will be adopted, and as we can see here now, the massive MIMO order changed, and the throughput is in the good range in that it has been targeted, that it is 0.007 gigabit per second. And but after a while, as we can see, we turned off the xApps, and we can see that what happens on the program. It would be degradations again, and these are some powers that we can see. This average power due to the saving aspects. when lower or higher massive MIMO order is used, the power usage changes. And here, as we can see, let's say now the degradation has started already, and so we turned off the xApps, and we can see its impact. Thank you very much for your attention.